I'm Nicole King, and this is Marbella Now.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
Welcome back to the programme. And the first airing of this show coincides with the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth. So congratulations to the Queen of England. Very exciting. And I will be at this time in Madrid at the Ambassador's House watching it. So I'll tell you more about that next week. But to start off this week, I'm delighted to welcome to the programme someone I've never met before, but seems to be quite well known here at RTV Marbella. Her name is Montse, and today she's coming in representation of the Rotary Club of Estepona about a charity golf tournament they've got coming up. Montse, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
I heard from my colleagues outside when they saw you that you were a lawyer, and that you participated with programs of theirs regarding different legalities.
Legality questions on the program in the Mercado.
So really
Market.
Nice that you're part of the team. Nice that I get to meet you. Today you've come to talk about the 7th charity golf tournament organised by the Rotary Club Estepona. That's quite an achievement to say 7 years. A lot of, as we know, adversities come up. How did the idea come about to do an annual charity event?
We are organising this tournament this year. As you say, it is the 7th tournament charity. And it's a very, very exciting project for us, because the money we collect is for the children. It's for the children of Estepona from 2 to 5 years old, for providing them school supplies, books. The Junta Andalucía, the government, Andalusian government, doesn't give any money to the schools, to the parents, for this, provide to the parents these kinds of materials, of books for these little children. So we collect money for provide this kind of material, education supplies to the children of the schools, public schools in Estepona.
So this charity, this tournament is always for this cause, is to get ready to get funds when the kids go back to school. We
need funds for our projects, for our charity projects. So money doesn't come from heaven. So we have to look for the money in any way we can imagine. So we decided to make this tournament. We hope and a lot of people can go into this tournament and help us to provide a lot of money for this project.
How does one participate? How can people get involved?
It is I didn't say it. The tournament is in Alzata Golf. It's a new golf club in Estepona, up to the new hospital. So there is a website, www.rotaryclubestepona.es. The people who is interested can look for it in this website. So there is an email for reservation. There is a telephone number. You can. We need not also players, golf players. We need also sponsorship from any company in Marbella or in Estepona. We are looking now this program. So sure, there are a lot of people looking at this program. We can maybe give some money. We have any free kinds of sponsorship. So we need a lot of help, because the children, it is effort for the children.
And are you expecting people to go and watch the tournament as well? Is that part of the incentive to get some public there and involved?
Well, of course, if a lot of people coming and seeing the tournament is a good thing for the sponsors, for the companies who are giving us money to put in the protocol and something like this. This is for publicity, but the most important for us is collect money. Really, I'm being honest right now, because the reason for making this is to collect money for the children.
Well, it's a wonderful incentive, and obviously we're in the Costa del Golf, so a lot of people like to go to play golf. Have you already got a lot of people inscribed to the event? What can they expect on the day? Is it just golf, or there'll be a cocktail? Or?
No, there will be a lunch. There will be we are trying to put in the whole 14, I think, a special catering in the middle of the, well, the camp is 18 holes. So in one of them, I think for the organization, the camp is the 14, a catering. We are trying to organize a catering. And after, when the part is finished, all the golfer players are finishing, there will be a lunch in the same, in the restaurant of the same club, and and then we have to some. I don't know. Excuse me, but my English is not so very good.
You can say it in Spanish. We can work it out between us.
Then the word in Spanish is rifa. We have some things.
A raffle.
To the people, companies, individual people who give us some products to make more money. So there will be a rifa, and
sounds like it's going to be a fun day.
Yeah,
a very good cause, raising money for local needs. I think it's lovely to raise funds for people all over the world, but how nice when you're helping those that live right on our doorstep. Montse, un placer conocerla. Thank you so much for taking your time to come. And remember, you can inscribe to play golf, you can sponsor the event, and you can go along and watch. Sounds like it's going to be a fun day. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment.
John's car is still being repaired, so he's delighted that Judy has come to pick him up. However, after a very heavy business trip, he's less than enthusiastic when her car breaks down.
I ain't sure with Linear Director.
She tells John.
So please do relax. I've got this.
And she had. The taxi was there in no time. Her car safely towed for repairs, and a courtesy car readily available. Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 to see how they can better your life too.
Everyone that comes and wants to join our Zero Hero Association, they will have free non-alcoholic drinks at our venue at any time.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
GY is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
How cool is that? GY.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a Zero Hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Regular viewers of the programme will recognise my next guest. His name is Divot. He was on a few weeks ago, maybe even a couple of months ago now. Time goes by so quickly. But he's a man of all trades because his business covers new builds, real estate, refurbishments, management, property management, just a bit of everything to do with having a home on the Costa del Sol.
Exactly. I'm really happy that I'm back in your show. I love your show. So I'm really happy, for sure.
Thank you. And the idea is that we could connect, find out what other residents are up to. And you've expanded your team since we last met. It seems that things are really taking off with the property management aspect as well as all the construction.
With everything, it's just amazing how we're doing. And I think I always believed in when you do good, you get good. And that's what I think that everybody should always think. And we must do something good, because we're now up to 15 people in administration, and we have a lot of building company.
Just in administration?
Yes,
wow.
Sales, administration, and thanks to them we can grow also. As you know, we started not so long ago, Corp Group, who is a company that has architect. We now started to do solar panels, water purifier systems. It's just everything, because when you buy a property in Spain, you are an ally for your guests and for your clients, and this is what you need to be, because it's so important. Every penny that people put in a property here in Spain, you need to be a big ally for them, and that's the most important thing.
The nice thing is seeing the international client actually instigates a lot of new technologies and a lot of upgrades in buildings, because they come very demanding. Definitely. Of what things they expect that perhaps in Spain wouldn't be the norm. So it must be nice for you to be able to mix.
It is. It is. The nicest thing of everything is that we do the new things. We do, for example, we build a villa with Sismo system. It's a system that is a bit more expensive than a traditional building, but you will have less electricity, less water. It's just, we think also about the environment. We need to think about our grandkids, and although we need to see that the world will get better and better also with the climate. So I think it's also important that we are on that track also. And people ask more and more, Scandinavian people, for example, they ask really more ecological way building. I think everybody's starting to do that more and more, thinking about the environment also, and that's where I love to do my job always. And,
do you mainly concentrate on the Costa del Sol?
Yes, we only on the Costa del Sol, from Malaga to Sotogrande. So, but I love to do refurbishment building. You know, you can make so much. The future, I think, in Marbella areas is definitely refurbishment, because the lands, the plots will get less and less, and you get like beautiful houses to refurbish. You can make a different, our architects are amazing, and they make something really old to something more modern, which they could do it with people also. And
if you think actually in Marbella, the times I've seen properties that are just so gorgeous and you would love to have them, but they need completely gutting. I mean, there's beautiful places near where the lighthouse is in Marbella.
Yes.
Those little buildings,
oh,
like, oh God, I'd love to have one of those.
Definitely.
But it needs someone to go in and just...
The thing is, the properties are getting so expensive. The market is gone crazy in terms of prices. And I love to see a small house that you can refurbish to something amazing, because it's when you have a beautiful inside and a beautiful terrace with an outside kitchen, come on, we live outside here, so it's just so fun to make something old, make something beautiful out of it, and that's more passion. It's easy to sell a property. It's easy to get just something on the market that you can say, oh, sell easy, you get your money and that's it. But that's too easy for me. I like to have something, a challenge. And when you buy an old house, you have like a challenge, because you can make it like the client wants. And that's so adorable. I
think it's funny you say about a challenge. All I'm thinking about is the 15 administration staff, and then you've got now the property management, which means all the cleaners and all of this.
Yes.
That's a challenge in Spain to take on, to grow a company here. Is a lot of people don't realise, but it's a big commitment to your staff.
It is, but I think that because of our staff, it's possible. Because the thing is, I'm so long here in Spain, and I was trying to find the right people, and God bless, I have the right people now, and they're all amazing, and I couldn't do it without all these people. Of course, there's a selection you need to go through, but you feel, I go on energy. If I feel the energy, then I'm happy, and most of the time I do a good selection, and I can hardly say with my hand on my heart that we have the best staff, and they are doing everything for their clients. That's what I want. So
what would be the ideal person that you'd want to give you a call? We've got refurbishment, someone's looking to buy a property, they want someone specific to look for something. What is your key
Well, my key client will be a client who wants to be sure that they hire a company that they will do everything for them, for every penny that they earned in life. And that's my ideal client. And we will be there for them to the end. Because it's so easy. Real estate, you sell, and then they don't see you anymore. Sometimes far away, or they go high and stuff like that. But I want to stay. I want them to know that I'm going to always be there. Not always, God bless, but as long as I can.
Well, that is quite a commitment to the clients. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your joy, because you're a really joyous person.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you got to meet our lovely Jan
Oh,
Six.
she's amazing.
Because she's coming up next. She's back on a visit to take part in the Foro Acte. And Jan Six, our wonderful medium, spiritual minister and healer, will be back just after this. Kern, lovely to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to the next time.
Bye-bye.
Don't go away. Back in a moment.
Zero Hero, welcome here at the Gaucho de Banus.
Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you on your way. No time to hesitate.
Welcome to Lemongrass, Doña Lola. Thank you very much.
Tearing us apart. Poison arrows shoot straight to your heart. We can change it.
Zero Hero, welcome to Portofino, Cabo Pino.
Your time.
Hi guys, Casa Tua is proud to welcome the Zero Heroes. So come on in and enjoy free soft drinks for anyone who is the designated driver. Thank you, Nicole.
We are
I'm always eager to welcome all my guests, meeting new people, welcoming up people I've met before. But on this occasion, I'm particularly delighted because we're talking about Jan Six. She's a medium, she's a spiritual minister, and she's a healer, and lived on the Costa del Sol for quite a long time, has recently moved back to the UK. About a year ago, right, Jan? Welcome back. Right. Welcome home.
Thank you very much. It feels like home. It really does.
How was the change? I mean, it was about a year ago, just after your birthday, that you disappeared.
Yes.
A big decision.
It was a big decision. I hadn't been home for 2 years, and my daughter was very seriously ill, so that's why I went back, really. But anyway, she's fine now, and her baby's fine now, so I'm back again.
Congratulations, Granny.
Thank you.
But you're just on a visit this time.
I am on a visit, but it's 6 weeks, so it's a bit more than my usual time, because I'm going to do a seminar at the Foro Acte in Nerja, which I'm looking forward to. I have done the last few years, and we have done it you know, during the COVID times as well. But it's much nicer when you talk to people
in person and not just online.
Absolutely.
How did you find the lockdown? Because you're a very people person.
I found it particularly difficult because living on my own, I was locked in a 2-bedroom flat for basically a couple of months. You know, I found it quite difficult, but I appreciate some people found it better because they felt their families had more amalgamated. But anyway. Hopefully it's all over.
And have you been working back in the UK?
Oh yes, yes, they got me straight back working. I was running a centre in Sussex, sharing and also taking the mediumship as well as seeing clients and doing weddings over there. So I haven't been idle.
And what is your feeling, because you are a healer, you're a very spiritual person. We're all going through very changing times at the moment.
Yes.
Do you have any words of wisdom? What are you feeling is going on right now? What do we need to know, be aware of?
There's so much going on, what I call behind the scenes at the moment, to be honest with you, that we can't yet see. Because things have been wrong in our society for a very, very long time, and I mean eons, not a couple of years. So it takes a long time to tear all that down and then start all again. And we're sort of in the in-betweeny bit, as I call it. And this part really is where we don't quite know where we're going. That's why everyone feels a bit sort of disenchanted with the whole thing, because they can't see where they should be going. They don't know their direction. But they will soon. They will soon. Things will start to come into place. Things are changing a lot, but people don't actually see it yet.
When you're with people who aren't familiar with the medium, is it that you see spirits and ghosts when you're around people? How does that work?
To be honest, I've seen them since I was a little girl, but I didn't want to be different to the other children, so I ignored them, much to their chagrin. But I do see them. I see people's energies. I see people's grandparents and people around them.
But you see them physically? Is it a presence or an actual image?
But all sorts of ways. Sometimes I just hear them. Which is the clairaudience. Sometimes I just feel them. I can feel an energy with you, and then I will look closer and see who's around you. Sometimes I will physically see them. My mother, I mean, I just see like a little corner of her mouth, and I know it's my mum. I know by the energy. And sometimes I do actually get a vision. I get a vision and I actually see a picture. Sometimes it's a picture about what's going to happen as well. Not just in my life, but in other people's lives as well. But I hasten to say that I only ever work in the light, and I only ever give good messages of upliftment and love.
I must say, it must be difficult when you're with somebody. If you can sense something, do you say something? Do you keep it to yourself? How does that work when you're...
I mean, I don't sense people passing. I don't go there. I mean, I have to say that I'm a minister and I do spiritual weddings. I also do spiritual funerals. So when I say I don't go there, I mean, I do obviously know when people are probably going to pass, especially if I've counselled them or spent some time with them. And you know, people say to me, oh, how can you do a funeral? But I said, to me, that's part of healing. It's part of healing because that person's going on to the next part of their life. So we should be happy for them that they're now perhaps out of pain or they've finished their contract. It's time for them to go. And the people who stay behind, it's sad for them. But when we help them to realise that we're only spirit energies and we will see them again, then they start to think, oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was, you know. Just because you can't see them physically, they often come back and visit you and they'll move things around you and just to let you know they're there, you know, sort of move your car keys or something like that. And you think, I'm sure I put them there and they're over there. And, you know, it's nothing spooky. It's just probably your mum saying, I'm here, darling, and I know you've been going through a difficult time, so I'll move the key so you'll know something's going on, you know. When did you learn to harness this obviously natural gift that you have? Well, to be honest with you, I was very small when I used to see fairies. I used to feel things. I used to get very upset when people were very poorly, didn't know what to do. So I just used to say my prayers to God for the person to get better. And didn't know what I was doing really. But it really, I suppose it was when I was 16 really, I suppose was really the time that I was rushed into hospital with a burst appendix, peritonitis, nearly died. And when I went back up to London where I was working 3 months later, because I was very, very ill, I felt complete heat all over my body, all over my legs, all up my legs, all up my arms. I was very worried. I was only 16 and really a kid. And I just told it all to go away and it went. And it was sometime later that a medium said to me, Spirit were knocking on your door a long time ago. And I said, oh, I don't know about that. And she started to tell me about this. And I said, well, what were they doing? So she said, well, they were showing you that you're a healer and you were healing the people in the carriage. So wherever you are, as I say, if you are willing to do so, you know, we can lift our energy up and we can be used to help other people. You see people's auras, the different auras mean different things? Yeah, yeah. I mean, auras change usually very quickly. So, I mean, if someone was angry inside and wasn't actually showing it, I might see red around them and then know that they were feeling really angry, even if they weren't showing it. Green is usually from the heart, so people feel heartfelt. Blue is for healing. Yellow is usually for learning or intelligence or higher learning. Lots of different colours mean different things. Orange means enthusiasm. I usually pick up 2 or 3 around that person and pick it up. But I sense from the body, from the left side, the female side, the right side, the male side, if someone comes into me and wants healing, then I can see what the problem is, or usually what the problem is. If it is an unresolved issue in the mind, which it usually is, sometimes I can help them through understanding the unresolved issue in the mind and letting go of the anger. That pain will go. Sometimes it won't. It might need a bit more help. It might need an operation or something else. But it just depends on the person. So again, a lot of it is to do with attitude, being open to different aspects of what our universe has to offer, really. And protection is a really, really big thing. When I say protection, people say, oh, you know, I don't mean anything like that, but I mean, at the moment, people are looking at themselves and throwing off their difficult energies and throwing off the problems that they've got, trying to understand them. So all this negative stuff's flying around. So if you're just like bringing your energies up you're picking up everyone else's negativity, so you need to put yourself in a nice white bubble of energy.
Yeah, I don't always remember, but I do remember you saying to me, nice white bubble and the little pink tinges around the outside.
Does wonders.
Because that's like healing for the others as well.
Absolutely.
Protecting oneself and healing others.
Absolutely. You've got to fill up your cup first with love before you can love other people.
So true. So true. Foro Acthe is coming up. When is that?
1st, 2nd, 3rd of July in Nerja. Right in the centre, there's a theatre right in the centre there, that's where we'll be. And I shall be up on platform with the rest of them, picking my victims out, as I call them.
So you do live readings?
I do live readings, and then usually on the Sunday I do one-to-ones, and I do hourly readings in a separate room, obviously, so it's all completely private. But on platform, I would never, ever talk about anything that was private or anything like that. It's only that, you know, it's not fair. It's not fair to do that. So obviously if people want to know more, they come to me afterwards and they can have an hourly appointment with me.
You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to it. I love what I do. Not everybody loves what they do, and I think I'm so lucky to do something that I really love. And I feel my energies are very heightened over here. Whenever I come over here, they're very heightened because of the energies here are so much higher anyway. And it's like, let me get out there, let me get to people, let me talk to them. As I say, I've done it online, and I can do readings online and healing online. But as I was saying to, you know, your previous guest, to Kern, it's not the same as being with someone in that room. You can really connect then.
And I help a lot of people coming to grips and terms with so many aspects of life. So, Jan, I'm delighted to see you. It's nice to have you back. I'm sure your friends are over here are delighted
to see everybody.
to see you. I'm looking forward to a separate catch-up as well before you go back. And, of course, checking out Jan at the Foro Acthe in Nerja at the beginning of July. Get your tickets now. But if you're interested in this kind of genre, without a doubt, the Foro Acthe is an event for you. Anyway, anything else you would like to share with our viewers before we...
No, I'm doing private readings as well if anybody else wants them. I can leave my phone number with you, so if they need anything.
And then go to your website and contact you through there as well?
Just phone me up because I'm in Spain. I'm just staying in a hotel for 6 weeks while I'm over here.
Oh, nice.
So, yes, it's quite nice for me. So
it is. You get a mix of being back home, but with that holiday feel to it too.
Yes. Well, I'm doing the weddings as well. These are pre-COVID weddings that I couldn't do 2 years ago. So they're all delighted that I've come back to do those as well. So I've put those in then, and then a few days in between each so I can have a bit of chill time.
And I have to say that when my son lost his dog, Jan did a beautiful ceremony for our lovely doggy. So it's not just for people. Sometimes you want to make a moment extra special. And Jan Sig certainly helps do that. Jan, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you. Thank you for having me.
Look forward to the next time, and we'll be back in just a moment, so don't go away.
Thank you.
Last night, I was delighted to be present at the launch of the British Benevolent Fund here in Marbella. Lynda Woodin is heading up this fraction of the British Benevolent Fund, started over 100 years, with the patron being the British ambassador. So a very exciting moment, and it was lovely because the Kingsmen sang. They're from Columbia University, and Shane O'Shea brought them over once again. We interviewed them about 4 years ago, but all new kids now, obviously, some about to graduate, some just graduated, and others that were just beginning in the choir. But it's lovely to hear 13 young men singing a cappella. It was a lovely evening, and I took some recordings, and I thought you might like to take a look yourself.
Let the music get to your heart.
Fuengirola area. We have myself, who's more Marbella, and we have the Kingsman here, all the way from America, from North America, Colombia. And Shane will introduce you to them in a few minutes. But this is our first event that we've ever had down here in the Marbella area, because in the past, British Benevolent Fund was run out of the embassy in Madrid. They've now changed where they are and so on. So we are now operating as little satellites all around the country, where we can help people who have got British passports in any facet that they need help. Or we have people lying in hospital who've had a stroke and they can't do anything anymore. We will make sure that they get assistance back to the UK with the assistance of our consul here. Sadly, she couldn't be here tonight. But we work very closely with a lot of the associations and charities that are helping people. Age Concern, the various military ones, and of course with the consul. And we hope that you keep us in mind when you come across somebody who has an issue of any sort. The only thing is they must have a British passport. And if their families don't want to talk to them anymore, we will sort them out when they get back to the UK. And that happens a lot. And particularly now with Brexit, a lot of people are now finding they can't afford to stay here anymore and they can't afford to go home. So we will take them on board and see what we can do to assist them. And if they're still working age and they want to stay in Spain, we can see whether we can give them some money to get them to the next level where they are self-sufficient again. So that's just a little ditty. There's this. If anyone wants one, we have about 3 left, but it gives you an idea. And I'm going to hand you over to Shane. And really, I hope you have a fantastic evening.
Thank you, Lynda. Big round of applause, please. Well done. So I brought along the Columbia Kingsmen. They are a group, an all-male a cappella group from Columbia University in New York City. Please welcome on our stage the Columbia Kingsmen.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Do shaboom. Life could be a dream. I will take you up to paradise alone. Tell you all that I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Hello again. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Now December, now we love sharing September. And love is all that I can give to each one of you. Hey, love.
Everybody here is outside. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things moving, they keep it light. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. By the natural side, everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
RTV Marbella is a business networking association. A cut above everything else here because of just the size of the association and the amount of things they do with administration to support their members, which are like 500 people covering over 80 different professions, and everyone's supporting each other. And what's really nice is for years now, one of the members of CIT Marbella has been joining me first on the radio and now on Marbella Now television. So we get to see what people do that live here and actually live here to help normally the foreigners with everything they've got going on. Pablo is from a company called Seguros Marbella, which is Insurances Marbella, and I believe you are an insurance broker.
Exactly.
And what's the word in Spanish for a
corredor de seguros?
A corredor, a runner of insurance, a corredor de seguros. Well, lovely to meet you, Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry about the heat in our studio. Yeah. It's a little warm, but then again...
We have a good weather in Marbella.
We have good weather in Marbella. Were you from Marbella?
Yes, I'm born here and work here.
Oh, wow. I mean, like you're like a genuine article. There's few and far between an original Marbella.
Yeah, yes.
What was it like for you growing up with so many foreigners around you?
Yes, so we always we meet a lot of people living here for a whole year, and it's a foreign people, and they just coming to enjoy the sun and enjoy the city.
As a child, did it bother you, or did you like it, or did you not even notice that they were?
No, so for us the normal. They grow up with foreign people. Then, for us it's normal. So we have plenty of neighbor. English or Denmark or any country.
How did you get involved with insurance? It was something as a child. I'm going to be an insurance broker.
Yeah, so it's a family business.
Okay.
It's my father's business. After the university, I started to work with him, and 10 years later, and I am the manager of them.
How nice to have that family business. I always feel for parents who've like dedicated their lives to building up a business, and then if the children aren't interested, it's such a shame. So this is that's very heartwarming. What kind of insurance do you cover?
Yeah, we cover all kind of insurance, science, health insurance, car insurance, home insurance, any kind of risk. We can cover it.
So as a broker, I suppose you aren't affiliated to any insurance company in particular. You look for the best offer for the person, for their specific needs. How does it work?
This is the main difference for us. It's two kinds of business. Exclusive insurance, you only can work for one company, and you are an extension of the company. So we are insurance broker. We have a different companies, insurance company, and we work for our customer, not for the company insurance. And depends of the customer, depends on the ranks. We think it's better one company another one.
So you're basically watching the markets, you're looking what everybody's doing, and then you can understand. Because I know personally, the banks, for example, can really put a lot of pressure on to insure with them, discounting bank drafts and things depend on your insurance, like crazy.
It's amazing. So
it's a confusing world.
And they don't know about the insurance. They doesn't know how to do a proper works. They just want to sell, and doesn't matter the after sales. I don't know how can do that. It's amazing. So how can we fight doing a good service, better service, and just be better than them personally?
Exactly. So you know the person, you know what they need, and as you say, you don't have that loyalty to a company that you're selling them something that maybe isn't really the most appropriate. Is it a fun job?
Yes. So depends. We work. I like to do a good job. Doesn't matter if it's insurance or any kind of job. And when you love to do a good job, you enjoy your job, any job.
Do you have a lot of international clients? Does it make a difference if they're English, Swedish, or what kind of insurances they can take out?
Or portfolio of customer, the more than 80, close to 90% is a foreign people. So we understand this kind of customer. We know they need it, how work with them, because their personality and how they think is very different to Spanish. And we are very specialist in foreign people.
Yeah, because they have different priorities perhaps on what they want to be included in a policy than a Spanish person. It's quite curious that there are those subtle differences.
Yes, it's very difficult. We should to understand some of them living here, but most of them just coming for a few weeks, and we need to understand the difference. They just coming for enjoy the sun, not for have a problem with the insurance, and we need to fix the problem quickly as possible.
Have you ever had someone coming for one of those really weird insurances? I want to insure my legs. I want you to... Do you ever get one of those strange things like from Hollywood actors or tennis players?
Yes, so we live in a good city, so we have a really good customers, some of them, some football players, some actors, and yeah, we...
So you do insure things like legs and arms and things like that?
We can do almost everything.
Well, that's really interesting to know. Pablo, it's lovely to meet you. I wish you lots of success. It's warmed my heart that it's a family business, working with Daddy and doing so well. Over 10 years in the business, so obviously knowing what they do. If you're looking for insurance but you want advice about what you need, or you're insuring interesting bits of your body because they're particularly special, then the Seguros Marbella, which is a great name. Insurance is Marbella. Just love it. Is the one for you. CIT Marbella, thank you once again for sending us another great member for us to meet. And guys, don't go away because there'll be more of what's going on behind the scenes in Marbella just after this.
Claddagh are proud to present Zero to Hero. Never drink and drive.
Everyone that comes and wants to join our Zero Hero Association, they will have free non-alcoholic drinks at our venue at any time.
I am so excited to introduce my last guest of this week's new show because he's organising an Undercover Music Festival, and this is like the most amazing tribute acts who are coming to the Marbella Arena, which lives again, which is also really exciting. So Lukasz, thank you for coming, and thank you to Jacqueline Campos for organising it. That's very sweet of you.
Thank you. Jacqueline is an angel.
Absolutely lovely to meet you, Lukasz.
Thank you.
Tell us more. 24th, 25th and 26th of June.
Correct. So in the newly renovated and sort of resurrected Marbella Arena, to go along with the idea of rebirth and new things, we have a brand new festival. It's the first of a series of festivals, which I'm going to call internationally. We're starting here in Spain, we're moving on to the UK, and then we're going to Poland. After that, we're going to India. So basically... and
this is already lined up?
Yes, it is. And this is the premiere. This is the first one we're doing.
Oh my God, where are you from? Where did this originate?
I was born in Poland and I grew up in America. I've lived away from Poland for 31 years. I live in Bournemouth, England at the moment, but...
Well, at least of the exotic, all the things
plotting,
you said.
maybe a shift down here. I think it's I'm from being here for to run the festival. I'm beginning to like it a lot. So
Getting a calling.
Yes.
Well, it certainly is, and it's a good place to inspire you for all the different tours that you're doing. I mean, we've got good sunshine. There's nice places to hang out.
The people are fairly easy on the eye. Everything seems to be in the right place here.
Everything's working for you.
Yes, it is. Yes, I feel rejuvenated from being here. And
so, how did you come up with the concept? Where did this start?
Well, it isn't a brand new concept as per se. I actually am friends with a band called Coldplay, which is the world's most renowned Coldplay tribute band.
It's so funny because reading the names, like like boot Led Zeppelin instead of bootleg.
They're all played on words, basically.
They're all played on words. It was very clever.
I've always been a fan of most of the bands which are on the lineup. That's what kind of has I brought together the lineup, just sort of to please myself or to express what I like out of the music business. Anyway, so I was invited to some concerts as a skeptic, and a lot of people are skeptics about tribute bands, and I'm a musician myself, by hobby, and I thought to myself, what a sad existence to be pretending to be someone else or whatever. But the word tribute actually expresses perfectly what these people are doing. Generally, people who are in tribute bands are the biggest fans of the bands, who don't devote their life to continuing the music. For example, for artists who are no longer with us, there's no opportunity to see Kurt Cobain or David Bowie, or Led Zeppelin doesn't play anymore. So they actually devote their life to it. I went to a concert and I was converted immediately. I realized that at this Coldplay concert, I was at a Coldplay concert. The people they sound perfect, they look perfect, and they give you, they pay perfect tribute to their original bands.
Well, in Marbella, we're lucky because we do have tribute acts.
Sure.
And we've had Robbie Williams tribute out, and we've got our Marilyn Monroe's, and we've got, Sammy Davis Jr.'s and things like that, which are fabulous. But it was only, I think, when I interviewed members of U2 and Dire Straits that came to present their artwork, and hearing them saying about how much they appreciate their tribute bands, how flattering it is for them that people want to do that, and how much they like also to hear their music played through the tribute. So
especially when people take it to a new level. Some of our acts, bands like Not the Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, or Coldplay, have each I'm going to make you laugh for that, man.
Oh, just all of them.
They've played in more than 40 countries each. They're globally renowned, and they make a really good living from it. And furthermore, they're approved or authorized or appreciated by their acts. There's generally one or two which a band really sort of appreciates and sort of puts a stamp of approval upon. So I basically selected the Premier League, if you will, of tribute bands.
The ones that all got the approval by the originals,
yes, and
to say, yeah, you guys are...
Who have played the entire world.
So
a lot of the bands that are coming have played Spain and other places. They just haven't sort of played around here, or not in a festival setting.
But it's really like you're bringing together, I'm trying to think of the name of the festival in the UK. It was like a Woodstock.
Like
Glastonbury,
yes.
No, Woodstock. You're bringing together some
Yes.
of the biggest names in the history of our music.
That's right.
All to be playing between here and Malaga. Now, this was interesting.
Yes.
Because there's one day here.
That's right.
Then there's a day in Malaga,
That's
and then
right.
it's back here for the Sunday.
Correct.
So explain a little bit the setup of who's playing what, where, when.
Okay. Oh my God, I never remember them.
It's
correctly.
okay. First one we've got...
First one we have in Marbella Arena
Bootleg Zeppelin.
on the Friday. We have Bootleg Zeppelin. We have Coldplay, which are headlining. Oasis.
Oasis. You just got to love it already.
Yes, we do. We have Foo Fighters, which are a Foo Fighters tribute act. And then on Saturday in Paris Quince, we selected a very rocky sort of industrial estate venue to present Nirvana UK, which was voted by Total Guitar Magazine, which is the most renowned guitar magazine in the world, is the best Nirvana cover in the world. And a Pearl Jam cover as well. So this is for kind of grunge era type stuff. So we wanted the festival, because there was no date available on Saturday, and we wanted to have like a 3-day event. And on Sunday we will start with Young Elton John, which is Young Elton specializes in the early catalog. He's a young guy and just amazing, a pleasure to watch. Then we will have Not the Rolling Stones, which came about their name by playing their tracks for promotion and being accused of stealing Rolling Stone tracks. They actually sound exactly like it. Mike Jagger, we call himself that, is considered the Mick Jagger lookalike in the world. He actually played Mick Jagger in movies. We'll also have Guns N' Roses, which have hosted 4 of the original Guns N' Roses members throughout different concerts, so they're friends with the original band as well. And Nirvana, by public request. There's some people from Marbella who have not wanted to venture out all the way to Malaga. We'll have also Nirvana UK.
It's going to be an amazing experience. How do we get tickets? Where, when, why?
So there is a website called undercoverfestival.es or underscore fest as well on social media. All you got to do is to go to undercoverfestival.es. There's the bands, there's clips and videos, so you can sample what it is that you're about to get. And there's entradas.com are selling our tickets. So
the ambience is going to be electric. Are there going to be food and beverage? Because like a lot of people haven't been to the Marbella Arena.
Marbella Arena
it's all
is now
completely
surrounded
new.
by about 20 restaurants, which are in situ. So there's food, normal sort of festival food, beer, hot dogs, hamburgers, this kind of stuff. There's also VIP boxes, so you can buy some palcos as well, which will have like a fairly distinguished menu. And for regular festival goers, you have the festival experience with beer, ciders, wine, and all this kind of stuff. And then on the outside, you have all the restaurants you can take advantage of.
And Miss Raw, by the way, is a new Zero Hero venue, which is a great place just on the outside, and you've got Umbrellas Bar, of course, there as well to check out. Can we buy a pack of tickets for the whole thing, or do you have to buy them separately? What's that situation?
Yes, you can buy a ticket for the entire event. You can also buy a family pack. So under 16-year-olds, we're letting in for free. This being our first festival, we wanted to sort of get as many people in as possible. We priced them very, very competitively to the local prices as well as to the UK prices. This is only going to be this year.
What's a family pack price?
50 euros.
50 euros
so,
for the family?
Yes.
Well, that's okay.
So for 4.
That's very cool.
Yes. And we also will be filming this festival as for promotions for other festivals. So if you want to be part of a documentary movie about this kind of scene, then please come in.
Well, I'm just blown away. I think it's a wonderful idea. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll be getting my family pack or my ticket, whatever it is. Go along to the websites. You've got entradas for getting the tickets. You've got the details of the website also on the screen, and you can contact Lukasz, and because he's moving over to Marbella.
And the last thing I wanted to say, if you're in any way skeptical about this scene of cover bands and all this kind of stuff, go to the website, undercoverfestival.es, and have a listen and have a look at the artists. And then you see what it is that you may be missing.
Yeah, well, we can see it from you. You obviously not only believe it, that you believe it to the point that you've set up this world international tour.
Yes.
So congratulations. I don't want to sound like a very proud of you. This is a very cool thing.
I just believe keeping music alive is important, and you know, live music was always live until the invention of the gramophone, and with artists who have departed, you know, like David Bowie or Kurt Cobain, you're never going to see them live, and here you can.
Yeah, and also the Marbella Arena for us, the Marbella Bullring, is so emblematic of some of the best concerts that have ever been. I mean, I've seen the most amazing stars there, and it's lovely to think that we're going back once again to the Bullring, to the Marbella Arena, with it's all the new infrastructure. It's very lovely. So do check it out any day of the year, but particularly 24th, 25th and 26th of June, because things are going down.
And one last note, if you like or don't like some of the people on the lineup, even though it's a stadium arena setting, you can come in and out as you wish.
Fabulous. So that's nice. Get a pass, go in and out, come as you go.
Go to the beach, come back.
Go to the beach, come back. Wonderful. What time of the day does it start?
It starts, the gates will open at 7 and the concert starts at 8.
Fabulous. Lukasz,
trying to avoid the heat.
Yes, try to avoid the heat. Yeah. Not to like 10, 11 o'clock at night, but it'll be fun anyway. Well, that's it for today's show. Really exciting. Great things are coming up. All of our community doing lots of wonderful things. Remember to check out our Zero Hero Incentive. Free soft drinks for that designated driver in loads of bars, clubs, hotels, and even in the casino Marbella. Everyone playing along to help keep us a little bit safer. There's a link to the website, zerohero.es, from my website, nicoleking.es. And that will also take you to my weekly column, Marbella Moments in the Euro Weekly News, and a direct link to the TV station here, so you can watch recordings of this programme. If you missed it when it came out live at 11 p.m. on Thursday evening, repeated on Friday morning and other times, do check it out. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and please do join us again next week for more of what's going on in Marbella now. Take care. Hasta luego.